kilku minutach. O, jest nasza Nico. Serpent. Podejdźmy do pana sierżanta.
Sergeant Mu, we meet again.
Aha, Madame Collard, an unexpected pleasure.
I was in the gallery at the time of the theft. Can I get back in?
I am sorry, but I am under strict orders from Inspector Navet. Nobody in, nobody out. And I must correct you, madame. It is no longer just a theft. It is a murder.
Mon Dieu, that poor man. I witnessed the crime. I've got to get back in there.
I'm sure you can make an official statement in good time.
I saw the thief. I think I can help the investigation.
I am implacable, Madame.
Czyli następnym wyzwaniem jest
Who is Inspector Navet?
wejście do
The
galerii.
most promising young investigator on the force. A genius. A man blessed with almost superhuman insight.
He sounds highly perspicacious.
Madame, it is not for us to talk about the inspector's sweaty proclivities. He is about to solve his third case in as many days.
So, what's he got that the other investigators don't have?
Blood spatter. He is the
Jest znawcą nad
expert.
znawcami. Czyta zmieść zbrodni jak z książki. Dobrze. Złodziej.
Inspector Navet will be delighted.
You've got to let me into the gallery to show him.
Absolutely not.
So, I cannot go in without it.
No.
And to get Inspector Navet's permission, I need to go in.
Exactement.
Have you ever heard of Kafka, Sergeant Mu?
Madame Collard, I do not see what soccer players have to do with this.
No, he's a... Never mind.
Czyli, żeby wejść do środka, potrzebujemy pozwolenia od pana detektywa, ale żeby dostać pozwolenie, trzeba wejść do środka. Ale do środka nie wejdziemy. Jakież to proste.
Tut. He is not to be disturbed.
Nie wolno
He is
przeszkadzać.
applying his famous scientific method. Any moment now, the case will be cracked. I certainly hope so. I am dog-tired and want to go home.
This was madness. Sergeant Mu wasn't going to let me.
Zmęczenie.
Why are you so tired, Sergeant Mu?
I have been working for 3 days with no rest.
A, czyli mamy
Navet
tutaj
is
nowe...
a genius in his field, and he assumes that we all have his energy and vigor.
Oh, you poor man.
Nowe poszlaki.
If you'd like to go and get some sleep, I will watch the door.
A, dobrze kombinujesz.
That's very thoughtful of you. Ha! A cunning attempt to make me a deserter, madame. A gendarme never leaves his post.
Well, how about a hot drink?
Ah, that would do the trick for sure. Unfortunately, I mustn't drink on duty. My doctor specifically warned me against it after the last incident.
Za chwilę się wygada. Co to za incydent był?
That incident you mentioned. What happened exactly?
I don't want to talk about it.
Powiedz nam.
All I can say is it was very unfortunate. I am on duty and I need to focus.
Czyli tak, jest tutaj...
Thanks a lot, Sergeant Mu.
Gość jest śpiący, obok jest restauracja. Czyli może uda nam się załatwić kawkę dla niego. Wyszedł bardzo przymiły kelner. Madame.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Whatever it is you want, we are closed.
Then why are you standing here?
Proszę.
You would not understand, madame.
Try me.
Because I look at you and I know you are like all the others.
The others?
The pretty women who shop, who gossip, who have their spa days. the almond croissant.
That bad, huh?
And the men with their grooming products and their shiny shoes and their skinny suits who come to my cafe and ask me for lattes, macchiatos.
I see your point.
Is this what we fought on the barricades for, madame? Ripped up the paving slabs, bled on the streets.
Isn't it?
No, madame, it is not. We fought for ideas, for philosophy,
Jak
for
nie
freedom,
kapłan,
equality.
to teraz mamy jakiegoś obłąkanego
Vive
kelnera.
la revolution.
And do you know what drove us on as we fought? What fueled the streets of Paris in that glorious spring? What made our hearts soar?
Cheap wine and free sex?
No, madame, no! It was French café noir that inspired us. The simple demi-tasse, the black, sweet taste.
Właśnie potrzebuję czarnej, mocnej kawy,
So
panie.
that's why you closed?
Yes, madame. I serve only thinkers, philosophers, revolutionaries. And you, madame, with your polite talk and your pointed
Czyli już pan mnie ocenił po wyglądzie? Nieładnie, panie
This is a
kelnerze.
cafe.
Yes, to the right.
Kawiarnia dla wybranych osób.
On any other day, I would have given this guy a straight one to the chin. But there was a chance he could help me get into the gallery.
Dobrze. Pokażmy mu naszą legitymację prasową. Może się przekona do nas.
Here's my press card.
La liberté.
A, i pojawił się
You are
uśmiech.
not the person that I took you to be. You must accept my deepest, my most profound apologies.
A,
Well,
od razu
of
się
course I
zmieniło.
accept. But why?
La Liberté, the great journal of freedom. At the height of the battle, as the tear gas blew and the blood flowed, it was La Liberté which carried the voice of our revolution to the world.
Czyli mamy kelnera już po swojej stronie.
Now that you are not the kind of woman
Daj nam
who
tylko
asks
kawę.
for almond croissant. You are a true daughter of France, and I am your humble servant.
Jeżeli jesteś naszą sługą, to proszę o kawę.
The road to enlightenment is a long one, madame. Perhaps you will walk that road with me?
Could we have a little chat?
Anytime, madame.
Dobrze. Powiedz
Did
pan
you
nam
see
o galerii
anything
coś?
happen at the gallery earlier?
I saw you running after a pizza delivery guy. Somebody said he killed someone.
That's true. He stole a painting and shot the gallery owner.
How close we are to death, and yet how far from ever comprehending it.
Well, right now I need to get back inside and figure out what happened.
I applaud you, madame. To seek the truth is a worthy ambition.
As a journalist, that is my duty.
Dobrze,
How
kawa.
about some coffee?
For you, madame, of course. There
Czy
is only one coffee that I can serve you.
czarna, mocna i w małej filiżance. I właśnie takiej kawy potrzebujemy, żeby pomóc naszemu gliniarzowi, który stoi na warcie.
Here is your coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
Ej, to miało być do tego gliniarza. A ta to wypiła.
The coffee was hot and strong.
Gorąca i mocna. Dobrze. O, kawa na wynos.
You make me a coffee to go.
For a fellow revolutionary? Of course, madame. One
Super.
moment. Here's your takeaway coffee, madame.
Thank you, monsieur.
Sowała kawę pod żakiet. Super. Dobrze, idziemy. Idziemy to wręczyć naszemu gliniarzowi. My. Mu? Tak to się czyta? My. Proszę, pij pan.
Sergeant Moore,
Sierżancie
how about your
My.
coffee?
Coffee? Fantastic. Just what I need. But wait. I must not. My little...
I'm sure one
Jak
little
się zajęknął.
coffee won't hurt.
I'm tempted, madame, but I cannot risk it. I am sorry.
Pij pan,
So,
pij.
this incident, it involved you, some coffee, and your legal problem?
It is a tale of woe, madame.
I'm all ears, Sergeant.
Well, since you seem quite understanding, I shall elaborate.
Please do.
I was in charge of canine security for the president himself. One day, en vacances, he went for a private discussion with a lady minister. I stayed alone with his dog, but I had drunk a coffee to stay awake, and nature came to call. So I tied the dog to a tree and went for a secret pee-pee.
O,
When I came back, the dog was
pies był
having a
w trakcie czego?
liaison
Bliskiego
dangereuse
spotkania z
with
terrierem,
lady
pani
minister's
minister.
terrier.
But
A,
how did they find out?
Well, 2 months later,
2 miesiące później labradorka pana prezydenta urodziła 6 ślicznych kundelków.
beautiful mongrels.
I chyba
And I was busted to sergeant
zostałem zdegradowany.
just after
Czyli
the
pan
president's
prezydent nie był
divorce
z
came.
tego
You are
zadowolony.
a victim of a great injustice, Sergeant.
You think so?
But of course, you knew you must not fall asleep at your post. You were guarding the president himself.
Well, the president's dog.
It was the
Na to samo chodzi. Pies prezydent, jeden kij.
I suppose.
And by drinking the
Ochraniał pana
coffee,
prezydenta.
you made the ultimate sacrifice for our glorious republic, your career.
How you put it like that?
And now
Teraz
God
Francja
is
znowu
calling
pana
you
wzywa.
again.
Woła.
She is saying,
Pij,
"Drink,
sierżancie,
sergeant,
my,
move.
pij.
Is?
She is. Drink or fall
Pić
asleep
czy
at
zasnąć na posterunku? Co wybrać?
I suppose
Chyba pić. No pewnie, że pić. Pij pan.
drink.
Bravo, Sergeant.
Czyli chlub.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Excuse me, madame. I must use the petit gendarme's room.
Ale,
That's gone straight through me.
ale
Could you watch
przepłynęło
the
przez
gallery
niego.
door for me?
Oh, you can count on me, Sergeant.
Czyli mamy drogę wolną.
I distracted move. It was
Teraz
now
albo
or
nigdy.
never.
Przerwanie tamy. Przerwaliśmy tamę, wchodzimy do środka. Dobrze, jesteśmy w środku.
How did you get past Sergeant Moo? Well, you won't fool me so easily, madame. I shall question you later.
Dobrze, to pan niech mnie przesła później. My idziemy do
Nico, am I glad to see you?
naszego przyjaciela.
I tried to phone you but couldn't get an answer.
O,
I
wrócił pan
managed to snap a
sierżant.
couple of photos, but the guy got away.
Poor Henri is dead.
I know. Why kill him?
I've been trying to find out. Turns out the alarm was tampered with. Looks to me like an inside job.
So,
Więc to nie był
ordinary
typowy
robbery.
napad.
And no
Obraz
ordinary
też nie jest typowy. Kapłan
The
twierdzi,
priest claims
że La
that
Malédique
is evil.
jest przeklęty.
I need to get into the
Muszę
office
dostać się do
and
biura
send
i
the
dopaść
CCTV
nagranie z
is
motoringu.
So, what's the problem?
The inspector's watching me like a hawk. I'll never get in without some sort of distraction.
I'll see what I can do.
Czyli musimy odwrócić uwagę pana detektywa, ale zanim to zrobimy... O, porozglądajmy
The
się.
guy was already a mess. I didn't feel like tearing the poster down.
Porozmawiajmy z osobami, które tu są w środku.
Are you Hector Lane, the art critic?
Enchanté, madame. And which of the angels are you?
Bez takich numerów
I'm
tutaj,
Nico
panie.
Collard, a reporter.
Proszę mnie nie
A
podrywać.
fallen angel, then. My favorite sort.
Dobra,
What can
obraz.
you tell me about the painting that was taken?
It was called La Maledicción.
To było
an
znane
unknown
niedawno
work that only
odkryte
recently
dzieło.
surfaced.
Who was the artist?
A
Autorem
mysterious figure known only as El Serp.
El
Some
Serp
say
jest
he was a
aktorem.
student of Picasso.
O,
He was good, but not great. and his true identity remains unknown.
Elser był uczniem samego Picasso.
What can you tell me about the theft?
Oh, it was truly awful. What he want to know?
Ojej. Dobrze, zaczniemy od
Have you
George'a.
spoken to George?
The American?
Yes.
He promised to clear up any misunderstandings the police might have about my presence here.
Dobrze.
What can you tell me about Henri's involvement with the gallery?
Dear Henri, a shining diamond in the ordure that is the modern art business. He owned the gallery. What will we do without him?
Tell me about the shooting, monsieur.
Proszę powiedzieć o
It all
zabójstwie.
happened so fast.
Take your time. What did you see?
I can't be sure. Perhaps I could answer your questions over dinner.
Mów,
I'm sorry,
What
monsieur.
the-
I'm on a tight deadline. Did you see the thief?
już mnie
I
nawet
would have
zapraszał?
tackled him, but he was too quick for me.
Did you know that the alarm had been sabotaged?
No. How dreadful. I
Wiedziałeś,
suppose that's why the alarm isn't ringing.
bo cię poinformowałem o tym. Kłamiesz pan.
Here's my press card.
And there was I thinking you were too young and beautiful to be a reporter.
Thanks for your
Niespodzianka.
help, Monsieur Lane. I wasn't going to get anything useful from Lane.
Dobrze. Ojciec Simeon.
Excuse me, Father.
Father Simeon, my child.
Are you okay, Father?
It's a terrible shock, but yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Could I ask you some questions about the crime?
What kind of questions?
I'm a reporter for La Liberté.
I suppose it cannot hurt.
Proszę
Please ask away.
pytać.
Why did you come to the gallery today, Father?
God brought me here. I saw the poster for the exhibition. I had to come.
Przypadek? Nie sądzę.
What do you mean?
I knew there was great evil in La Maledictio. It was my duty to confront it. The painter was El Serp, the serpent. Don't you see?
Evil? So, what were you planning on doing here today?
I wanted to bear witness to anything that the devil would conjure.
No i został.
I think it
byłeś
was a new
świadkiem.
show, Father.
Really? A man is dead, Miss Collard. I'd say his work here today is done.
That wasn't going to help my story. Did you see anything that might help identify the killer?
The devil takes many forms, child. I didn't get a good enough look, I'm afraid.
Anything would help.
I'm sorry, my dear. My mind was elsewhere.
Dobrze, czyli
What
nic
do
się
you
nie
know
dowiemy
about
od księdza.
An innocent victim, insofar as any of us are innocent. If he was peddling such blasphemous works as the El Serp painting, then who knows what other sins he was hiding.
Father Simeon was making me feel guilty. Priests
Kapłani
don't
zawsze
do
tak
that.
na mnie wpływali. Dobrze.
What can you
Obraz?
tell me
Co
about the
sądzi
painting?
ojciec o obrazie?
And evil.
How can a painting be evil?
By killing all who come into contact with it.
Does that mean we're next?
Laugh not at the devil's play, Miss Collard.
Do you know anything about the painter?
Czyli wszyscy
El
zginiemy, co?
He was a purveyor of blasphemy, a servant of the Antichrist.
Serp? How can you know that?
It is clear from his work.
Father Simeon was making a lot of assumptions. Thank
Dobrze.
you for your time, Father.
Księżulek nam za bardzo nie pomógł. Co my tu
The
mamy?
priest had nothing useful to offer.
Pudełko od pizzy. O! Plama po sosie pomidorowym.
The tomato sauce had splattered on the floor.
Plama po sosie pomidorowym.
I spread some of this sauce around with my shoe. It looked a little
Plama trochę
bit like
przypomina
a
krew,
blood
ale
stain,
wciąż nie do
but it
końca.
still wasn't right. If I was going to distract the cop, I had to get rid of that
Trzeba się
gun.
pozbyć gumy z krwi.
No way was I going to clean that up with my bare hands.
Aha. Może legitymacją spróbujemy.
I scraped up the chewing gum with my press card, hoping the inspector wouldn't notice.
Proszę, mamy naszą
But
Plamy
the
po
mark, of
krwi.
course, looked as close to blood as it was ever going to.
A jak pamiętamy, to jest ekspert od takich plam.
Inspector Nabe, do you have a moment?
My time is of the essence. Be quick now.
Ojej.
I suppose this is quite a complex case, Inspector.
It is a robbery gone bad. Nothing more, nothing less.
Surely there's a bit more to it than that.
Please abstain from baseless conjecture, madame. The victim's body paints a simple picture, more reliable than any witness statement. Consider the impact of the bullet and note the concomitant lack of blood. A casual
Nic poza
homicide.
tym.
Nothing more.
Brak krwi? Mamy brak.
Don't you
Mamy
find it
krew.
odd that the thief chose that one particular painting?
I co?
Life is full of odd things, madame. Fingerless gloves, white dog poo-poo,
Białych psich
nasal
kup,
hair.
włosów w
I
nosie.
prefer to concern myself with murder.
Dobrze.
You see,
Sabotaż.
the alarm was sabotaged.
I have interrogated the crime scene, madame. I am fully aware of the disabled security.
Dobrze,
I
czyli
prefer biological evidence to the merely circumstantial. Body parts, blood, important things.
Don't you think the disabled alarm is highly suspicious, though?
The forensic team will be along shortly. Voice your concerns to
Aha.
them.
Czyli jego to
Do
nie
not
interesuje, że
bother
to
me
może
with
być
this
sabotaż.
circumstantial fliff-flap.
Why don't
Monitoring
you check out the security camera footage?
też go nie interesuje.
Madame, that is
To
not my
wykrzepuje
area of expertise.
domenę. Mnie interesuje tylko ciało ofiary.
But the CCTV footage is evidence. It could help identify the killer.
Correction, madame. It is but an indicator. The only true evidence is bodily fluid.
Dobrze.
Unless you know something I don't, then please leave me be.
The only evidence Inspector Nave seemed to appreciate involved gore.
Dobrze, może... Aha, jeszcze nie.
What do you think about
Powie
the
nam coś o
American,
George'u.
George?
He is deeply suspicious.
Aha. Dobrze, no to...
Have you
Plama
seen the stain
krwi.
on the floor over there? It looks like blood.
Indeed. How very curious. I must investigate immediately, before one of these idiots steps in it.
Bardzo dobrze. Idź pan to zbadaj. A George ma chwilę dla siebie.
Interesting. Maybe it is time to employ the machine.
Okay, George. That should distract him for a while.
Nice work, Nico. I'll let you know
No.
what I find in the
I
office.
możemy wejść do biura. Super.